Acts 11:19. Barnabas and Saul at Tarsus. Now those who were scattered after the mission that arose, elder Stephen traveled as far as the Paphian Congress and Antiochus, preaching the word to no one but the Jews only. But among them are men from Cus and Jordan who, when they came to us, spoke to the message, preaching the Lord Jesus, and the hand of the Lord was with them, and a great number believed that had turned to the Lord. The news of these things came to the ears of church in Jerusalem, and they sent out Barnabas to go as far as when he came and had seen the grace of God, he was glad and encouraged them all that with purpose of heart they shall continue with the Lord, for was a good man, full of the Holy Spirit and of faith. A great many people were added to the Lord, but Barnabas departed from Tarsus and seek Saul, and when they had filled him, they brought him to Antioch, so that was for a whole year they unto with the church and taught a great many people, and the disciples that were first called Christians in Antioch leave to Judah. In these days, Paulus came to Jerusalem to Antioch. Then one of them, named Aris, stood telling the Spirit that there was going to be a great man throughout the world, which has also happened in the days of some Caesar. Then the wicked, each according to his ability, determined to send relief to his ability, to send relief to the grieving in Judah. This day was also did and sent it to the elders by hand of Barnabas and Saul. The heard thus violence to the church. Heard now about time Herod the king stretched out his hand to the rush some from the church, when he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword, and because he saw that it pleased the Jews, he possessed future to seize Peter. Also, now it was during the days of unleavened bread. So when he had arrested him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 squads of soldiers to keep him, intending to bring him before the people after Passover. Peter, freed from prison, Peter was kept in prison. Malcontes player was offered to God for him by the church, and when Arthur was about to bring him out that night, Peter was sleeping, bound with 2 chains between 2 soldiers, and the guards before the door. Angel of Lord stood by him in a light the side and raised him up, saying, quickly, and his chains fell off his hands. When the angel said to him, gird yourself and tie on your sandals. And so he did, and he said to him, put your garment and follow me. So he went out and followed him, and did not know what was done by the angel was real, but thought he was seeing a vision. When he passed the first and second guard's posts, they came to Naran gate that leads to the city, which opened to them of its own accord. And they went out and went down one street, and then the angel departed from him. And when Peter had came to himself, he said, "Now I know for certain that the Lord has sent his angel and delivered me from the hand of Naaman and from all the of the Jewish people." When he had considered this, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying. And as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, and a girl named Rhoda came to answer, and she recognized Peter's voice. Because of her gladness, she did not open the gate, but ran in and announced that Peter stood before the gate. But they said to her, "You are beside yourself." Yet she came into saying that it was so. So they said, "It is his angel." Now Peter continued knocking, and when they opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. But he told to them with his hand and kept silent. He declared to them how the Lord had brought him out of prison. And he said, "Go tell these things to James and and he departed and went to another place. Then as soon as it was day, there was no small stir among the soldiers of what became of Peter. But when Herod had searched for him and not found him, he explained the guards to come, commanded that they shall put to death. And when he went down on Judah to Caesarea and stayed there, Herod's violent death. Now Herod had been very angry with the people of Tyre and Sidon, but they came to him with one accord and have been made back with the king's personal side. Their friend, they asked for peace because their country was supplied with food in the king's country.